Hello friends, starting with today's lecture. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the aphorism number 204 to 209, and these are related to the chronic diseases and the case taking. So, in previous lecture, we completed the aphorism number 185 to 203, that is related to the local diseases. And prior to this, we studied about the one-sided diseases, which is diseases having very few symptoms, which is explained in aphorism number 172 to 184. And one-sided diseases are divided into diseases with internal complaints and diseases with external complaints. So these diseases with external complaints having the local melodies, which we completed in aphorism number 185 to 203. And now the next aphorisms, that is aphorism number 204 to 209, it is mostly related to the chronic diseases. And all of you know about what is mean by chronic diseases, the diseases having a long standing or of long duration, that we call it as a chronic diseases. So in this, the discussion of ill effects and how to deal with them, recommendations based on the assessment of the miasm. So in these chronic diseases, we mostly consider the miasms and accordingly we treat that chronic diseases. So in these aphorisms, aphorism number 204 to 209, we are going to discuss about the chronic diseases. First, we will see the summary of aphorisms. And in summary of aphorisms, that is aphorism number 204 to 209. So in this aphorism number 204, it is related to the types of chronic diseases. In this, the different types of chronic diseases are explained, and all of you know about the different types of chronic diseases that we studied in the classification of diseases. These are artificial chronic diseases, true chronic diseases, and false chronic diseases. So these are the main three types of chronic diseases. Then aphorism number 205, it is related to chronic disease manifestation. So what are the manifestations of chronic diseases? These are explained in aphorism number 205. Then aphorism number 206, it is related to determine the miasm and treat accordingly. So in this, we have to consider the miasm of that chronic diseases and we have to give the treatment according to the miasm of that disease condition. So this is explaining in aphorism number 206. Then next aphorism is aphorism number 207. And in this, they explain about the effects of treatment taken till today. Means when you are treating the chronic diseases, in chronic diseases, patient comes to the physician with taking of lot of treatment, and in that treatment affects the patient, and that the effect of treatment taken till today, these are going to discuss in aphorism number 207. Then the next aphorism, that is aphorism number 208, it is related to the perception of obstacles, that is what are the obstacles that leads to the chronic diseases. Excuse me. These are explained in aphorism number 208, that is perceptions of obstacles. Then in aphorism number 209, it is related to the formation of the portrait of the disease. In this, we have to form the portrait of a disease, and that portrait of a disease may be matched with a portrait of medicine on the basis of similarity, and on the basis of therapeutic law of nature, we have to prescribe the similar medicine to that patient that will cure the patient permanently. So this is explaining in aphorism number 209. So this is the summary of aphorisms from 204 to 209. I will again repeat it. Aphorism number 204, that is types of chronic diseases. Then aphorism number 205, it is chronic diseases manifestation. Then aphorism number 206, it is determine the miasm and treat accordingly. Then aphorism number 207, it is effect of treatment taken till today. Aphorism number 208, it is related to perception of obstacles. And aphorism number 209, it is related to the formation of the portrait of a disease. So these are the different aphorisms which are related to the chronic diseases, which is explained from 204 to 209. And after this, the main part of disease, that is started with mental diseases, that is aphorism number 210 to 230. These are related to the mental diseases. So in this group of aphorisms, we are dealing with the chronic diseases. So after this, we are going to discuss one by one the aphorisms in detail. So first we will start with aphorism number 204. So in this, I will first read the aphorism number 204 and then I will explain it. So in this aphorism number 204, if we deduct all chronic affections, ailments and diseases that depend on a persistent unhealthy mode of living, as also those innumerable medicinal maladies caused by irrational, persistent, harassing, and pernicious treatment of diseases, often only of trivial character by physicians of the old school, most remainder of chronic diseases results from the development of these three chronic miasms: internal syphilis, internal psychosis, but chiefly and in infinitely greater proportion the internal sora. Each of these infections was already in possession of the whole organism and had penetrated it in all directions before the appearance of the primary vicarious local symptom of each of them. In the case of sora, the scabious eruptions; in syphilis, the canker and the bubo; and in psychosis, the condylomata that prevented their outburst. And these chronic miasmatic diseases, if deprived of their local symptom, are inevitably destined by mighty nature sooner or later to become developed and to burst forth and thereby propagate all the nameless misery. The incredible number of chronic diseases which have plagued mankind of hundreds and thousands of years, none of which would so frequently have come into existence had physicians striven in a rational manner to cure radically and to extinguish in the organism these three miasms without employing local maladies for their corresponding external symptoms, relying slowly on the proper internal homeopathic remedies for each. See the note, that is 182. So this is the aphorism number 104, and in this Dr. Hariman explained about the chronic affections, and that are the causes of that chronic affections may be the miasm. So in this he explained as, if we deduct all the chronic affections, ailments and the diseases that depend on a persistent unhealthy mode of living, as also those innumerable medicinal maladies caused by the irrational, persistent, harassing, and pernicious treatment of diseases, often only trivial character by physicians of the old school, most of the remainder of chronic diseases result from the development of these chronic miasms. So in this he want to explain that the chronic diseases, most of the chronic diseases are caused due to the chronic miasms, and these miasms are the internal syphilis, internal psychosis, and in most of the cases that is infinitely greatly proportional of internal sora. These internal miasm, that is chronic miasm, causes the chronic diseases in a person. And only few of the chronic diseases that are caused due to some persistent unhealthy mode of life that leads to some chronic diseases, but most of the chronic diseases are caused by the internal sora, internal psychosis, and internal syphilis. So each of these affections was already in possession of the whole organism and had penetrated it in all directions before the appearance of primary vicarious local symptoms of each of them. In the case of sora, the scabies eruptions, that is what you see in each case of miasms, that is in case of sora, you will see the scabious eruptions. In case of syphilis, you will see the canker or the bubo, and in case of psychosis, you will see the condylomata. So that prevented their outburst, and these chronic miasmatic diseases, if deprived of their local symptom, are inevitably destined by mighty nature sooner or later to become developed and burst forth. So, in these aphorisms, Dr. Hahnemann wants to explain that is the most of the chronic diseases are caused due to the chronic miasm. And along with this, in the aphorism number 204 also explain about the types of chronic diseases. And you all know there are mainly three types of chronic diseases. First one, artificial chronic diseases. Second one, false chronic diseases. And third one, true chronic diseases. So what is mean by artificial chronic diseases? So artificial chronic diseases are those diseases which manifest as good as true chronic diseases. That is, their manifestation are as good as of a true chronic diseases, but they are not caused by the miasms. That is, you will see that the artificial chronic diseases looks like a true chronic diseases, or their manifestation are same like that of a true chronic diseases, but they are not caused by the miasms. On the contrary, they are caused by the prolonged use of crude drug substances. You know that these are caused by the prolonged use of crude drug substances which are used in material doses for quite a long period. That is, when you use a crude substances for a long period, you will see that it is caused due to some material doses of that is used for a long period, and such diseases should be treated by giving the tatopathy, the same drug substance in dynamic form which have produced the disease. So in this case of artificial diseases, we have to treat that artificial chronic diseases with the drug substances in the dynamic form which have produced the disease condition. As you know that artificial chronic diseases are produced due to the use of some overuse of crude medicinal substances, and to remove the effect of that crude medicinal substances, you have to use the same drug substance in the dynamic form to treat that diseases. So this is, we call it as a artificial chronic diseases, that is caused by the overuse of crude medicinal drug substances for a long period. Then the second type of chronic disease is false chronic diseases. And in false chronic diseases, you know that false chronic diseases are those diseases which are manifested as good as true chronic diseases, but they are not caused by the miasm. On the contrary, they are caused either excess or prolonged abstinence of certain things in the diet and regimen. They can be very well treated. So these are the diseases which are treated or which are caused by the excess or prolonged abstinence of certain things in the diet and regimen. That is, when there are some changes in the diet and regimen, and when the mode of life is not good, or there is an unhealthy mode of life, in that cases these diseases affects the human body, and that we call it as a false chronic diseases. So in this, if due to excess of things, by giving advice for restrictions, and if It is due to deficiency of certain things. By giving education regarding balanced diet or with the help of biochemic medicines, you can treat that false chronic diseases. That is, in that case, first you have to remove that maintaining cause. That is, you know that the false chronic diseases are mainly caused due to some maintaining causes, and in this the maintaining causes may be the unhealthy atmosphere, it may be due to unhealthy diet and regimen, it may be due to unhealthy mode of life, and that causes the false chronic diseases in a human being. And to treat that false chronic diseases, you have to remove first the maintaining cause. What is the cause behind that disease condition? You have to remove it, and by this you will treat that false chronic diseases. So this is the second type of chronic diseases, that is false chronic diseases. Then the third type is true chronic diseases. The main chronic diseases that we call it as a true chronic diseases. And in this are those chronic diseases in which there is a chronic derangement in dynamic force, where the true chronic diseases are mainly caused due to the dynamic cause, and that dynamic cause we call it as a miasms. That is, are those chronic diseases in which there is a chronic derangement in dynamic force due to dynamic cause, that is miasms, where onset of disease is gradual. There is a presence of prodromal period and progressive period, but decline period is absent. So in that case you will see there is a presence of prodromal period and progressive period, but decline period is absent. Such diseases ends with death of the patient unless proper aid of dynamic homeopathic medicine is not given. They are called as a true chronic diseases. So in that diseases we have to treat the dynamic diseases with dynamic medicines, and in homeopathic we have a dynamic homeopathic medicines that treat the dynamic cause, and this is the only treatment for these chronic diseases. Otherwise the chronic diseases will progress and the end will be the death of a patient. So in true chronic diseases, the only treatment available is dynamic homeopathic medicines. So these are the three types of chronic diseases: artificial chronic diseases, false chronic diseases, and true chronic diseases. So in aphorism number 204, Dr. Hahnemann explained about that is most of the chronic diseases are caused due to the chronic miasms, that is psora, psychosis, and syphilis. And there are different types of chronic diseases, that is artificial chronic diseases, false chronic diseases, and true chronic diseases. So this is regarding the aphorism number 204. Then the next aphorism is aphorism number 205, and what is given in this aphorism, that is aphorism number 205, it is regarding the chronic disease manifestations. What are the different chronic disease manifestations? So in this we will first read the aphorism what Dr. Hahnemann explained. The homeopathic physician never treats one of the primary symptoms of chronic miasm, nor yet one of their secondary affections that results from their further development by local remedies, neither by those external agents that act dynamically, nor yet by those that act mechanically. So in this Dr. Hahnemann explained that is, the homeopathic physician never treats the primary symptom of chronic miasm, nor yet one of their secondary affections that results from their further development. And in this, by local remedies, neither by those external agents that act dynamically, nor yet by those that act mechanically. But he cures in cases where the one or the other appears only the great miasm on which they depend, whereupon its primary as also its secondary symptoms disappear spontaneously. But as this was not the mode pursued by the old school practitioners who preceded him in the treatment of the case, the homeopathic physician generally alas finds that the primary symptoms have already been destroyed by them means of external remedies, and that he has now to do more with the secondary ones, i.e. the affections resulting from the breaking uh, have already been destroyed by them by means of the external remedies, and that he has now to do more with the secondary ones, the affections resulting from the breaking forth and development of the disease inherent miasms, but especially with the chronic diseases evolved from internal sora, the internal treatment of which, as far as a single physician can elucidate it by many years of reflections, observation, and experience, I have endeavored to point out in my work on chronic diseases, to which I must refer the reader. So, in this aphorism, that is aphorism number 205, it is related to the chronic disease manifestation. And in chronic disease manifestation, Dr. Hahnemann explained as there are mainly two manifestations, primary manifestation and secondary manifestation. So in this, if excuse me, if primary manifestation is treated, suppressed by external application, then there occurs development of secondary manifestation. A homeopathic physician never treats the primary or the secondary manifestation, but he treats the inherent miasm on which all the disease process depends. So you know that there are two manifestation of disease condition, that is primary manifestation and secondary manifestation. And in this, if primary manifestation is treated or suppressed by some external application or by the allopathic mode of treatment, in this there occurs the development of secondary manifestation. And you know that the homeopathic physician never treats the primary manifestation also or the secondary manifestation also, but he treats the inherent miasm on which all the disease process depends, that is the miasm. So what the homeopathic physician do, he gives the dynamic homeopathic medicine. That dynamic homeopathic medicine act on a dynamic cause of disease, and that dynamic cause of disease means the miasm. So he treats that miasm, that is the cause of disease behind that chronic diseases, and then automatically that chronic diseases gets cured. That is so he homeopathic physician never treats the primary or the secondary manifestation, but he treats the dynamic cause of disease, and that is the miasm. A physician belonging to the modern system never accept this, but what the modern concept said or the modern system said about the cause of disease, that is a physician belonging to the modern system never accept this, and they tries to suppress the symptoms with the help of local application. That is, they want to suppress the symptoms with the local applications. And when such cases are coming towards with homeopath, they are with secondary manifestation, which are very difficult to treat. Only by proper perceptions one can comes to the conclusion of miasm, sora, syphilis, and psychosis. Note here, homeopath has to take help of chronic diseases by Master Hahnemann. So in this aphorism, it is explained, that is what the homeopathic physician do and what the modern system of medicine do. So what modern system of medicine do? It gives the external application to that primary manifestation of disease condition, and when he uses that external application, that primary manifestation of disease converts into the secondary manifestation due to the suppression of the symptoms. And when you see the secondary manifestation, which are very difficult to treat. So, only by proper perceptions one can come to the conclusion of miasm, sora, psychosis, and syphilis. And in this way, there is the development of these miasms, that is, sora, psychosis, and syphilis. And here, homeopath has to take help of these chronic diseases by Master Hahnemann. That is how Master Hahnemann treated the chronic diseases. The homeopathic physician must take help of it and treat your patient accordingly. That is not to use the external application or the medicine that only suppresses the primary manifestation and that leads to the secondary manifestation of disease condition. So it is regarding the aphorism number 205. So I think all of you understand the aphorism number 205. Then we shift towards the next aphorism, that is aphorism number 206. And what it explain about, that is, determine the miasm and treat accordingly. That is, while treating the chronic diseases, first you have to determine what is the miasm behind that chronic disease, and you have to give the treatment accordingly to that disease condition or that case. So in this, first I will read the aphorism. Before commencing the treatment of a chronic disease, it is necessary to make most careful investigation as whether the patient has had a venereal infection or an infection with condylomatous gonorrhea. For then, the treatment must be directed towards this alone when only the signs of syphilis or of the rarer condylomatous disease are present. But this disease is very seldom met with alone nowadays. If such infection have previously occurred, this must also be borne in mind in the treatment of those cases in which sora is present, because in them the latter is complicated with the former, as is always the case when the symptoms are not those of pure syphilis. For when the physician thinks he has a case of old venereal disease before him, he has always or almost always to treat syphilitic affection, accompanied mostly by complicated with sora. For the internal is dyscrasia. The sora is the far the most frequent fundamental cause of chronic diseases. At times, both miasms may be complicated also with psychosis in chronically diseased organism, or as is much more frequently the case, sora is the sole fundamental cause of all other chronic maladies, whatever names they may bear, which are more over so often bungled, increased, and disfigured to a monstrous extent by allopathic unseekfulness. So, in this aphorism, while treating the chronic diseases, Dr. Hahnemann explained that before treating the chronic diseases, you must determine the what is the miasm behind that chronic diseases, and you have to investigate that miasm. Is it a patient having, that is, it is necessary to make the most careful investigation as to whether the patient has had a venereal infection or an infection with condylomatous gonorrhea, or the patient having the signs of syphilis. So while treating that chronic diseases, first you have to investigate the patient is suffering from some venereal diseases or some non-venereal diseases. And in this, you know that venereal diseases are the diseases which are spread by sexual way, that we call it as a venereal diseases, and the diseases condition which are not spread by the sexual way, that we call it as a non-venereal diseases. So first you have to determine the patient having some venereal symptoms or venereal infections with a condylomatous gonorrhea or with some signs of syphilis, that is canker or bubo formation. But while investigating this, you also come to know that the patient firstly have some psoric manifestation, but this psoric manifestation may be suppressed by some other way of treatment, and that leads to the formation of mixing of that miasms. That is, at once you will find that not a single miasm, but it will be a complex miasms. So in this, while determining the miasm, you must investigate, is it a simple miasm or it is a complex miasm. And in simple miasm, you know that the miasms are psora, psychosis and syphilis. But when it becomes a complex miasm, that is the miasm, more than one miasm present at a one time, that we call it as a complex miasms. So at that time you will see that in complex miasms you will see that is, it may be a presence of psora syphilis at a time, then psora psychosis or syphilis psychosis, or at a time psora psychosis and syphilis. So first you have to determine the which miasm is present behind these chronic diseases, and you have to give the treatment accordingly. That is, if your patient is having a simple miasm, you have to give the anti-miasmatic treatment, and if it is a chronic or the complex miasm, you have to treat which miasm is dominant firstly, and then the next miasm. So in this way you will give the treatment to these chronic diseases, and for this reason you have to determine the miasm and give the treatment accordingly. That is explained by Dr. Honeyman in aphorism number 206. Then the next aphorism is aphorism number 207. So what aphorism number 207 explain, we will see. That is, when the above information has been gained, it still remains for the homeopathic physician to ascertain what kinds of allopathic treatment had up to that date been adopted for the chronic diseases, what perturbing medicines had been chiefly and most frequently employed, also what mineral baths had been used and what effects these had produced, in order to understand in some measure the degeneration of the disease from its original state, and where possible to correct in part these pernicious artificial operations, or to enable him to avoid the employment of medicines that have already been improperly used. So this is aphorism number 207, and it explains about, that is, the effect of treatment taken till today. That is, when patient comes to you with a chronic diseases, he took lot of treatment in the past, and what is the effect of that treatment on the patient till today on the patient. First you have to investigate it, or you have to see it. So in this, if the patient is already taking treatment from other physician and he want to take further treatment from homeopath, so in this case it is the duty of physician to study the treatment patient has taken till date and what its effects, whether disease is palliated or suppressed. So in that case, first the homeopathic physician has to investigate about what treatment has patient taken or had patient taken, and what is the effect of that treatment. Is their symptoms are palliated or it is suppressed, or what is the condition now patient having, and how the disease condition changed, that is how the natural disease changed from the natural disease to the now the suppressed or the palliated disease. So first he has to see the effect of the treatment that is taken till today before giving treatment to that chronic diseases, as the patient already taken some treatment for these chronic diseases and when some medicine is used for this disease condition, the nature of the disease gets changed due to that medicine, and due to this it is necessary to see the effect of that treatment what patient taken till today. So this is explaining in aphorism number 207. Then the next aphorism is aphorism number 208. So first I will read the aphorism. The age of the patient, his mode of living and diet, his occupation, his domestic position, his social relations, and so forth must next be taken into consideration in order to ascertain whether these things have tended to increase his malady or in how far they may favor or hinder the treatment. In like manner, the state of his disposition and mind must be attended to learn whether that presents any obstacles to the treatment or requires to be directed, encouraged, or modified. So in this, while treating the chronic diseases, it is the duty of physician to know about, that is, what are the different obstacles in the path of cure. That is explaining in aphorism number 208, that is the age of the patient. What is the age of the patient? His mode of living and his diet, his occupation, his domestic position, his social relation, and so forth. These are the number of things that may come as obstacles to the cure in the obstacles in the path of a cure. So in this aphorism, aphorism number 208, it explains about the perceptions of obstacles in the path of cure. That is, for the treatment of chronic diseases, along with the symptoms recorded, you have to investigate what is the age, mode of living, diet, occupation, domestic position, social relation should be taken into consideration to know up to which extent they are affecting the disease process. That is, how these different obstacles in the life that affect the disease condition, it is necessary to understand. And for this reason, it is necessary to understand the perceptions of obstacles in the path of cure. That is, you have to see the age, mode of living, diet, occupation, domestic position, then social relations should be taken into consideration to know up to which extent they are affecting the disease process. So this is the short aphorism, that is aphorism number 208, which explain about first, before treating the chronic diseases, you must know or you must have a perception of obstacles in the path of cure. Then the next or the last aphorism is aphorism number 209, and what it explains, that is, after this is done, the physician should endeavor in repeated conversations with the patient to trace the picture of his disease as completely as possible according to the directions given above, in order to be able to elucidate the most striking and peculiar characteristic symptoms, in accordance with which he selects the first antisoric or other remedy having the greatest symptomatic resemblance for the commencement of the treatment, and so forth. So in this, Dr. Hahnemann explained about, that is, after this is done, that is, you determining the what is the miasm, you see what treatment have patient taken, then you know the different obstacles in the path of cure. That is, after this is done, the physician should endeavor in repeated conversations with the patient to trace the picture of his disease as completely as possible according to the directions given above. So after this, it is the duty of physician to make the conversation with the patient, and he should stress the picture of a disease. That is, he has to take a thorough case taking of a patient, and in this he has to stress the picture of his disease as completely as possible according to the directions given by Dr. Hahnemann, in order to to be able to elucidate the most striking and the peculiar characteristic symptoms, and in this he has to pick a most striking characteristic symptoms. In accordance with, he selects the first antisoric or other remedy having the greatest symptomatic resemblance. That is, on the basis of these symptoms, characteristic peculiar symptom, he has to select the antisoric medicines or the symptomatic resemblance treatment for the commencement of the treatment and so forth. That is, to treat the patient, he has to select some antisoric medicine or the medicine which is similar to that disease condition, and accordingly he has to treat that patient. So in aphorism number 209, Dr. Hahnemann explained about, that is the forming of portrait of disease. That is, after knowing the miasm, after knowing the effect of treatment taken till today, after knowing the obstacles in the cure, after all these things, he has to form the portrait of disease. And in this, by keeping in mind all the directions given by Dr. Hahnemann, that is in aphorism number 83 to 104 and from 204 to 208 in mind, that is regarding the what is mean by chronic diseases and what is the directions given by Dr. Hahnemann to treat uh, or to take the case taking. In this, physician should have repeated sitting conversation with the patient. That is, he has to make the different or repeated conversation with the patient so that he can record all the minute peculiarities, so that the proper portrait of a disease can be formed, with the help of which proper simillimum is selected. That is, with the help of case taking, he has to take the minute peculiarities and he has to form the proper portrait of the disease, and he has to give the proper simillimum to that patient that will make the permanent cure in that patient. So this is explaining in aphorism number 209. So in this way we finish the aphorism number 204 to 209, which is explained about the chronic diseases and case taking. So in this, in aphorism number 204, we studied about, that is, while considering the chronic diseases, the most of the chronic diseases are caused due to the chronic miasms, that is psoriasis, psychosis and syphilis. And along with this, there are different types of chronic diseases. That is, it may be artificial chronic diseases, it may be false chronic diseases, or it may be true chronic diseases. Then aphorism number 205, it is explained about the chronic disease manifestation, as there are two manifestation of chronic diseases, primary and secondary manifestation, and a homeopathic physician never treats the primary or the secondary manifestation of disease condition, but he treats the dynamic cause of disease, that is miasm, with the dynamic homeopathic medicine. Then in aphorism number 206, it is related to the determining the miasm first and give the treatment accordingly. Then aphorism number 207, it is regarding the see the effect of treatment taken till today by the patient in chronic diseases. Then aphorism number 208, it is regarding the perception of obstacles in the path of cure. That is, what are the different obstacles that may come in a path of cure, the physician must determine. And lastly, in aphorism number 209, it is regarding the formation of portrait of a disease. That portrait of disease can be matched with the portrait of medicine for the selection of simillimum medicine, and that simillimum medicine causes a permanent cure in the patient with the help of directions given by Dr. Hahnemann in the organon of medicine. So this is regarding aphorism number 204 to 209, that is chronic diseases and case taking. I think all of you understand about this. If any difficulty, you can ask me anytime. So thank you friends.